Your product is not the best. Trust me. There are so many businesses out there that your product, it might be good, it might be great, but it's still not the best. And it doesn't matter. And you shouldn't care either. You shouldn't care whether your product is the best thing out there and it has so many bells and whistles. Because honestly, if it does have too many bells and whistles, it's too complicated. You spend too much time trying to perfect your offer when honestly, that is not what they're looking for. That is not what your audience is looking for. They want you to solve their problem. They want you to figure out how to either reduce their pain or enhance their pleasure. They want one of those two things, and they're looking to have that from you. But the biggest thing that they need, but the biggest thing that your offer needs is people. You need traffic, you need leads. And there are three basic ways to generate traffic into your business. And I will be going through them here of how you bring traffic to your business. But make sure that you stay until the end, because at the end, I will tell you the most important next step. Because leads, they're the lifeblood to your business. But if you do not effectively use those leads, then your traffic is worthless. There are people out on YouTube right now who are big influencers who have millions of views on their videos. But if they don't monetize it, they are wasting money, leaving money out on the table because they are not monetizing it. And if you don't know how to do that for your offer, then this traffic will mean nothing. So let's go on and jump into what are the three ways of generating traffic to your business. Well, the first way is to buy it. You can buy traffic to your offer. And this is usually the most simplistic way. This is the way that a lot of gurus out there are suggesting that you bring people to your offer. And how do you do that? How do you buy traffic? Well, there are many ways to do this. Most people are suggesting that you go out and buy Facebook ads. That's the big one. Another one, Google ads is another big one that many people use. Facebook ads, Google ads, those are big places where people suggest that you go try to sell your offer. And that's what almost everybody does. And then you end up in this situation where Facebook ads have increased by 100% year over year. So that means that the price that it is this year, it's going to be 100% more next year, which could be great if you are able to grow that much next year. But if not, you are increasing the amount of money that you are having to spend for the same amount of leads. And that's never good. If it's not Google ads, which I'm going to go ahead and throw in Google ads and YouTube ads and Facebook ads and Instagram ads in groups because they are under the same umbrella. But you can also do things like LinkedIn ads. There are so many different ad platforms out there where you can just go produce some type of ad content and place it up on a media platform and it be put in front of an audience. Many reasons that paid advertising is great. You're able to really scale your business with it. It can really be automated very well, and you can utilize things that other people have already done. So Facebook has already created all these different audiences and knows these things about people, and you're able to use that. So you can really target your audience and exactly who you want to talk to with these audiences that Facebook and Google and other places have already created for you. So that's great. Another thing is the size. There's just a massive amount of people that are already there. The massive amount of traffic that is possible for you to tap into is incredible. You're really able to tap into that. However, a big drawback, especially if you're just beginning with paid traffic, is that it is paid. Paid traffic takes money out of your bottom line. If you don't have a lot of money coming in yet, then putting money out into paid ads is an issue. If you're looking to go into paid ads, you need to make sure that you are able to optimize those ads and have enough money to put into the system to actually optimize it over time. And usually that can take up to 3 months. And if you're putting in thousands of dollars a month, you just have to be prepared to put that kind of money in, put that kind of money forward, and have to make sure that you have that kind of money coming in to your business before you go and invest into paid advertisement. Now, the second way to generate leads and generate traffic for your business is to borrow it. So there are already people out there who have your audience, who have created an audience of people who are perfect for your offer, who want to buy your offer, who need your offer, and you can give it to them by partnering with these other businesses and other people who have created this audience already. And that's great that they already have that. And if you're able to form those JV partnerships, have affiliates of your own, people selling for you, you can jump on other people's podcasts and interview other people to have their influence and their audience be rubbed off onto you so that you can influence their audience. There are several ways that you can leverage other people's audiences without having to pay for them, like on Google ads or Facebook ads. So that's a strong way. And what you can do in these joint ventures and affiliate programs is that you can say, hey, I have this offer. You have an audience that looks great for my offer. How about I come onto your podcast, or I come into your Facebook group and I post about my offer, or I talk about my offer on your podcast. And then you can say, hey, when at the end of the day, from the profits from that, let's split the profits from that offer that I put in front of your audience. And a person who is going to joint venture with you said, hey, that sounds great. I love making money and not really having to do anything for my podcast. So perfect. Let's do it, right? So it's a great way to really partner and form relationships with other businesses so that you can go forth and build an audience that is already there and really borrow audiences from other people. Knowing how to generate leads is great, but you have to get in front of the right audience. Is how to exactly find your audience and who to look for, who might have your audience, and how to get in front of them. Because you really need to be able to define that perfect person that you want to work with so that you know who you are trying to target. Because you could say, oh, I could help anybody. But at the end of the day, if you try to help everybody, you're going to help nobody, because nobody understands who exactly you're working with and why it should pertain to them. So in the next video, I'll be going through the right way to reach your traffic and the traffic that you need. The third way to generate traffic to your offer, to create it. Create it yourself. Right? You can create a podcast like we were talking about with leveraging other people's audiences in the last way of generating traffic. You can create your own. You can bring on influencers on and interview them and leverage their audiences along with your own. You can create a blog and write about your topic and be seen as an expert in your field. You can take that same content and repurpose it to post it onto different social media platforms. You can go onto other sites and publish articles for them to link back to your site and be able to say like, hey, I was published in Forbes, or I was published here, or I have been seen on here. You can go out and direct message people on Facebook, on LinkedIn. And you can also use email marketing in order to do the same. Now, if you're looking for someone to help you leverage that ability of being able to create content, post content, direct message through LinkedIn or other social media platforms, then I can help you do so. Now, before I get into the last pieces of creating your own content and ideas for that, let me just say that I help businesses create their own content, and Let me just say that if you are looking to take the struggle out of creating your own content, then I can help you with that. I help businesses master their social media presence online through personal messaging and email marketing. So if you're looking to have a leg up or a step up in either of those areas, or looking for someone to coach you on LinkedIn or marketing in general, then get in touch with me on LinkedIn, direct message me, and I would love to have a conversation about how I can help you increase your traffic to your business. Now, the last couple things of generating traffic to your offer is by creating a funnel or creating a freebie offer. So both of these go together, because if you create a freebie offer, what's great about that is you can have people opt in and give their email address to you, where you can then nurture them along in your sales funnel. Another way you can do it as well is that with your freebie offer, you can have upsells from that freebie offer, where you are offering them of something of value that's quick, easy for them to consume. And then when they accept that first initial offer of that freebie that you give them, then that leads into your upsell or something that is of value that they would like to have along with that, that enhances it and is slightly more. So instead of being free, you're charging $47 or $57 for that next offer. That leads them to take the first step with you, to actually buy from you something that's not a huge expenditure on their part, but just kind of nudges them in the direction of, hey, I like to spend money with you. So that can help them along the sequence, and that can be part of your sales funnel, where they're able to go through the next step, and then you might have another bump up and another bump up to your high ticket $10,000 one-on-one service. So those are just the three ways of generating traffic into your offer. You can either buy it, borrow it, or create it yourself. Thank you for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video, where we will go into how to monetize and really target your perfect market. Thank you for joining me. I look forward to seeing you next time.